Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Lucy.
Here's Bortles to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Spread right. 11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The pitch to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter. and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Black gun it out, Billy. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Two jet, two jet.
Watson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Richmond, Richmond. Come back, come back. Two jet, two jet. Two jet, two jet.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
11.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that one will be accepted. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Mike 39, Lucy. Mike 39, Lucy.
Bortles going to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Move.
Bortles now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
11.
Bortles will try again on second down. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Two jet. Come back. Two jet.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. Now and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
11. 380. So right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st down, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black gun it up, feel it. Tiger. 2 jet.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 2nd and 10, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson looks to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Tiger. Reset. Come back. Two jet.
Watson on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Two jet.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to air one out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Two jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Lucy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a two-point game after that one. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he spins through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come back. Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw, it's Bortles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second is Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond. Do jet.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack from here. Dumps it off to Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Bortles. Sharks got it left side. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Bortles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards.
As crazy as it seems, this is something you should expect. Long passes downfield that get tipped in the air.
Yeah, this is what keeps the DBs up at night, though, these types of plays.
Drives them crazy because you actually practice it. It's called the tip drill. You're supposed to tip it up, and if it is up in the air, go get it. Instead, the offensive guy pulled it down.
Past the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can hit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
So right. Lucy.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Target.
Throwing now, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. And even 40 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Richmond.
Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Tiger. Come back.
Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Two jet.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Black 99, feel it. Come back. Tiger. Come back. Two jet. Come back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston...